It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears on Monday night.
About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly is both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Fields. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look. As soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Eagles and Jalen Hurts heading back to work. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ray Swift from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 43 yards. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting it. Get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the pressure gets to him again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow for the second half of action as we are back underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, the second touchdown of the night. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted,
count. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
33 yards that time.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Grant Calcaterra, 38 yards.
Have retaken. Lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you take on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Where we started, all even as the kick's away. Is out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Been snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taylor now to return it. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. 32 yards. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Some quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 7. A little under 2.5 to go. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. A good move. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they... extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now Fields, eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive. The game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long